Hi, everyone. Oh, hello. Hi, Andre.
Hello, nice to
How are
see you again.
you? Good to see you again, too. Welcome. My name's Allison again, and today we are going to be talking about courage in the context of Aaron Ralston as a story about a man that goes canyoning in the wilderness and gets stuck. And this is his story about courage and how he survived. Um, and it's a reading class, so we'd be learning some new vocabulary and practicing our pronunciation, taking a look at some grammar structures, but mostly reading to ourselves and reading aloud. Okay? So, Andre, how have you been? How are you today?
I am fine. Today we congratulated our female co-workers on the Women's Day, so we gave them some presents and did a bit of show.
Oh, that's nice. What were you celebrating?
The Women's Day.
Oh, Women's Day. Oh, how nice. That's really great. Is that something, is it Women's Day around the world or?
I don't know whether it is around the world, but we celebrate it not usually, we celebrate it always on 8th day of March, but today the last day uh, we've been working, so we are going to have 3 days off. So we congratulated
Okay.
our women today.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's awesome. So that sounds like a fun day. What time is it there now?
It is 7 p.m.
Oh, okay. Do you have plans for the weekend?
Uh, Not really. I think I will just rest for a few days. Maybe do some shopping because we need to buy some stuff for our new apartment.
Oh, okay, nice. Good. Well, that'll be nice to have an extra day off. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Um, all right, well, I welcome you. If you want to put your face on the screen, you can. If not, and you're more comfortable with the picture, that's totally fine too. So we're going to start. Let me share my PowerPoint with you. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay, so today we are talking about courage, as I said. Um, so, Andre, do you know what is courage?
Mm, it is a trait of a person who is brave enough to do something.
Good, yeah, exactly. Um, can you tell me a time of when you were courageous or when you
Mm,
had courage?
I cannot recall any moment where
Okay, what
I
about,
used. Okay.
that's okay. Can you give me an example of
So, for
just
example,
anything?
if a person sees a cat on a tree, he will go up and take it down. So it will be a courageous thing.
Good, yeah, courageous act. It's a very great example. And what makes it courageous is that it might be scary or that it might induce fear.
Yes,
That's
even
what makes it
dangerous.
courageous. Yeah, very good. Um, let's look at the next slide. So do you see that picture there?
Yes,
What's going on in that picture?
it is a rock, and I think there are a few people who climbing up.
Yeah, exactly. I see. Well, I see one. There's a few on there, but and why is this an example of courage?
because it is quite dangerous, and the man could be could could have died if something went wrong.
Good, yeah. Not only is it dangerous, but it might be scary. Maybe not for him, but for most people, right?
Yeah,
So for me, I'm really scared of heights. So that is something, climbing up a rock that high would be really scary to me. So if someone told me to do that and I did it, that would be really courageous of me because it's something that induces fear or frightens me. What about you? Are you scared of heights?
not really. If you see at my picture, there is a kind of mountain, and several years ago, I went down from it with the ropes, like uh, rock climbing.
Wow, that's so scary. See, to me, oh, I can't imagine. But for you, easy schmeezy. That's
No,
great.
actually, the moment when I had to step back was I was overwhelmed. I I was shocked because it was just that the second. Uh, I think I will give up. I thought I would give up. I wouldn't
Hmm.
do it.
But but you kept going, right?
Yes, yes.
That's great. See?
I
So it
pushed
is a
myself
little
into the
scary.
limit. Yeah. I pushed myself into the limits.
There you go. So that's something that's courageous. I think, maybe. You don't think
And
so?
yeah, I think so. I have a friend who whose work is to jump out of a plane and record videos. So he jumped out of a plane uh, 600 times.
Oh my gosh. Skydiving.
Yes, he is recording people who skydiving.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Skydiving. Sorry,
Hello.
could you say that again?
Uh, what was the last thing you heard?
Oh, I said, oh, so he is a skydiver. And I didn't
Oh,
hear what you said.
yeah, yeah. His job is to record video how people do skydiving.
Oh, I see. Wow, yeah. That's something I've always wanted to do, but whew, I haven't been courageous enough to do it quite yet.
Yeah.
Have you gone skydiving before?
No, I've never, and I'm not going to because it is too scary for me.
Yeah, it's very scary. Yeah, for most people, I think it's pretty scary. If
Yes,
I
I
ever
think
do it, yeah.
if I was maybe 16 or 17 years old, I think I would do. But now I am about 30, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I think if I ever were to do it, um, I would do it once and then be done.
Yeah, I
But
remember. I remember I went to the highest roller coaster in Europe, and I was so scared um, because
I
I think
bet.
when people are getting older, things
Mhm.
become scary.
I think so too. I definitely wouldn't be doing a lot of the things that I did when I was younger, when I was a little more fearless. Hi, welcome.
Hi there.
What's your name?
I'm Renzo.
Renzo. Welcome, Renzo. I'm Allison. You can call me Allie or Allison, whatever's easier for you. Where are you from, Renzo?
I'm from Argentina.
Argentina. Oh, I love Argentina. I was just there, I guess 2 months ago.
Oh,
Beautiful.
cool. Like for
Yeah.
Christmas, right?
Yeah, right
Like New
before
Year?
Christmas.
Oh, before.
Right before Christmas, so early, mid-December. Yeah.
Where
What
did you go
part of
here?
Argentina are you in?
Well, I actually live
Sorry?
in close. I live close to Buenos Aires.
Okay, that's
The
great.
capital.
I was in Buenos Aires and in Patagonia, El Chalten and El Calafate and Bariloche. Yeah, beautiful
Nice.
country. I loved it. I would love to go back there. I'm from the United
You
States, so hmm?
you were backpacking?
Yeah, just for 3 weeks.
Oh,
I was I was living in Santiago de Chile, and then I decided to take a 3 week little vacation.
nice.
Yeah. Well, welcome to class.
Okay.
Are you
Sorry, I'm late.
familiar with? No, that's okay. I'm glad that you could join us. We've hardly started. We were talking about courage and having courage and doing things that scare us, that might frighten us. Have you ever done something courageous?
Yeah, I got married.
Yeah? What? Tell us.
No, it was a joke. And
What did you
well,
say?
I say I got married.
Oh. Oh, that's mean. I don't know if
It's
that would
just a
count as
joke.
courageous unless that really frightened you.
No, no, it felt like the very right thing to do. Um, Let me think. Something gracious. No, I don't think so. Maybe
Um,
like uh, when I was in high school, because it was like when you have to face the bullies, let's say, but just that.
yeah, definitely that's courageous. Facing the bullies at school, I think so. That's pretty scary in that day and age. So today we are having a reading class. We're going to learn some new vocabulary. It might be a little long, so we're going to get through as much as we can, and maybe we can continue into another class. But today we're going to be reading about a man named Aaron Ralston. And he was a man, I was telling Andre, that was canyoning alone, and he got stuck. So we're going to read about his story of courage today. So let me share the PowerPoint with you. Okay, Andre, could you please read me the definition and the example of courage that I have under the bullets?
Okay, what is courage? Can you think of the definition? Yes,
Yes, please.
the ability to do something that frightens you. Example: she called on all her courage to face the ordeal.
Good. And I'm sorry, what was your name? Renzo?
Yes.
Could you please read after that? Strength?
Yeah. Can you think of a time that you were courageous? Uh,
Good. And could you read the second dash? It says strength
strength in the
on the
face.
bottom.
Strength in the face of pain of or grief. He fought his illness with great courage.
Perfect. Great pronunciation. Thank you. Chew. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's courage, as you all already know. Let's continue. So here I have Aaron Ralston's story. So first, I'm going to have you both read this to yourself, and just let me know when you're done reading this, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So, what's happening in this story? What's going on so far? What do we know about Aaron?
Okay. Um, he was going to climb with some friends, but they canceled on him,
Mm-hmm.
and he went by himself. But he didn't tell anybody where he was going. And in one of the walls of the canyon, a rock fell uh, over him and trapped his arm against the wall.
Very good, very good. Um, it's exactly right. So one of the most important details in this story is that he was alone. Very, very bad, right? Especially if you get hurt. And Andre, could you tell me, what is dire straits? What does that mean? He found himself in dire straits alone.
That like in a trap.
Yeah, he got stuck. But what specifically does dire straits mean? Do you know, Renzo? Okay, well, that's okay. We're going to look at the next slide. And what about canyon? What's a canyon?
It's like Grand Canyon.
Yeah, Grand Canyon is in Arizona, and it's a very famous canyon. But what exactly is a canyon? Is it a mountain?
No, it is a hole,
Exactly, yeah.
like
It's a
crack
valley. Yeah,
valley.
like this, with very, very steep sides. So a lot of people go there to climb or to do the sport of canyoning. And that's exactly what Aaron Ralston was doing that day. If we take a look, Renzo, could you please read the first vocabulary word? Oh, you there? Oh, there you are. Renzo, can you hear me? Oh, I think you're
Yeah.
frozen.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Dire
hi.
straits,
Mhm.
a very difficult situation.
Very good.
Canyon,
And thank you. Keep going.
a, a canyon, a valley with steep sides, a good place for the sport of canyoning.
Very good. Pronunciation, valley. Can you repeat?
Valley.
Very good. So just be careful with B's and V's. So not valley, but valley.
Okay.
Will you try again?
Valley.
Very good. Yeah. Valley, very good. Okay. Let's continue with the reading. Okay. Now I'm going to invite Andre to read this one aloud. And you can stop when you get to let me show you. Stop when you get right here. Okay?
Okay. Okay. After 3 days of not seeing or hearing any sign of life, Aaron realized that he would die there if he didn't do anything drastic. The course of action was horrific, but there was no other way. He would have to amputate his right hand.
Very good. And great pronunciation. Um, can you repeat this word?
Realized
Very good. And this word?
something.
Very good. Okay, Renzo, will you continue at fortunately?
Yeah. Fortunately, he had a small multi-tool knife with him, and he had some straps that he could use to make a tourniquet to stop himself bleeding to death when he cut the arteries. The knife had two blades. When he tried with the larger blade, he found that it was too blunt to cut the skin.
Very good. Great pronunciation. Can you repeat this word for me?
Found.
Very good. Good job, you guys. So, what's going on in this part of the story? After 3 days of not seeing anyone, what does Aaron do?
He decided to cut off his hand.
Yeah, so remember this word from, I don't know, Renzo, you
Amputate.
weren't there, but in the last class we talked about what this word means, amputate. What does that word
Yeah,
mean?
actually in Spanish it's really easy because it's amputar, so it's almost the
Oh,
same.
okay, good. So it's a cognate. Very good.
Mhm.
So it's crazy, right? So he decides if I'm going to survive this terrible accident, this ordeal, I'm going to have to amputate my hand, right? So what did he have with him?
A multi-tool, like
Multi-tool knife.
one of those kind of
Yeah,
things that have many uh, tools.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he has a knife that has different tools on it. What else does he have?
The knife was China made.
Very good.
because it was blunt,
Okay. And what does blunt mean?
not sharp.
Good, very good. Yeah, worn down or not sharp. What other materials did he have with him besides the knife?
The straps.
Yeah. And what did he think he could use those for?
Stop the bleeding.
Yeah, to make a tourniquet, right? So Aaron, despite being alone for 3 days, is still coming up with ideas of how to survive this terrible ordeal, right? So, in my opinion, he's very courageous because I think I might have stayed there and been so confused and just been stuck forever. So he, to me, is very courageous. Let's look at the vocabulary one more time. Renzo, could you read the first bullet?
Yes. Drastic. Likely to have a strong or far-reaching effect. Radical and extreme. Desperate. Serious.
Good. So here we see. Oh, and could you read the first sentence, Renzo, please?
Yes. After 3 days of not seeing or hearing any sign of life, Aaron realized he would die there if he didn't do something drastic.
Very good. So he needs to do something serious and extreme to survive, right? And as you said before, Andre, blunt means not sharp. But could you read the other definition for a person?
Okay, straightforward and direct with their words.
Very good. So, same word, but can be used in two different situations. So, a blunt object would be like something that's usually sharp, like a pencil or a knife might be blunt, just not sharp. But a person can also be blunt, someone who's very straightforward. Could one of you give me an example of maybe a conversation, or you could make it up, of someone who is very blunt?
I have a friend who is blunt. He always tells everything he thinks without thinking whether it is appropriate for the situation.
Yeah, perfect example. So someone who says, "Oh, I don't like that shirt. How are you?" Very straightforward. Maybe they don't think, "Oh, she might be mad if I say that to her," right?
Yes. Like
Very good.
I wouldn't buy that clothes like
Yeah,
yours.
exactly. Someone who it might come off as a little rude, but then you realize maybe they're just very straightforward and blunt, and they're not really thinking about how it might make you feel sad or mad.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, questions so far on the reading or the vocabulary?
Yes,
No?
yes. Dire straits, those
Mm-hmm.
mean something separately. Like dire means something.
Let me screen share this with you. Oops. Will you read the sentence with dire straits in it for me, please?
Yeah, Aaron Ralston, a 27-year-old mountain sports fanatic from Colorado in the United States, found himself in dire straits alone in a canyon in the desert when a 500 kilograms rock came crashing down the canyon to smash his right hand and trap it against the canyon wall.
Good. So in this situation, they're together, right?
Mhm.
And it's an expression that means a difficult situation. Dire, the word D-I-R-E, alone. Alone means the same thing. So you could say a dire situation means extreme or serious. Dire straits is just the expression. But yes, you can use the words alone.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Oops. Sorry, let me find my slide. Are we on this one? This one. Okay. Can you, oops, can you both see that?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna ask you to please read this to yourselves, so quietly, and then just let me know when you're done reading this page, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great.
Me too.
Okay, great. So what's going on this page? What happens the following day?
Andre, gonna leave you.
What was that?
I was telling Andre if he wanted to start.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So the following day, he found the courage to uh, try shorter blade, but when he made a hole, he realized that it wouldn't work because he wouldn't be able to cut his bones with that tool.
Yeah, because it was not sharp enough and not big enough, right?
Yes.
Very good. Oh. And Renzo, what happened after another 24 hours of pain?
Well, I think he like with the other hand or somehow he broke the bones.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He broke the bones in his arm to get his arm out from underneath the rock, right?
Yeah, must be something really ugly to watch.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure probably. I'm not sure how he quite did it to himself. I think that would be really, really difficult to do or watch. But he did it, and he was able to free his right arm that was stuck. What do you think the words bold mean? Came to him in a flash.
He realized suddenly.
Very good. I like your word choice. Suddenly, right?
Yep.
Okay, Renzo, will you please read the first bullet, please?
Yes, came to me in a flash. Something, usually an idea, that came suddenly and quickly. Sudden realization.
Very good, thank you. And Andre, will you please read the example?
Okay. As I was shivering outside in the cold, it came to me in a flash. I have an extra blanket in my car.
Good. So I invite both of you to think of an example or a sentence using this new vocabulary phrase, came to me or came to him in a flash. And just, you can write it on the side or you can say it when you think of it, but please both share an example that you can think of right now.
Yesterday, I was bored in the evening. I didn't know what to do, but then it came to me in a flash that I had some nice candies in the fridge.
That I had some what?
Candies, sweets.
Okay, this.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah, great example. I like that one. That's good. That's a good realization to have. And what about you, Renzo? Can you think of one?
Uh, yeah, like in a conversation, if two people comment that they're going to the same place the same day, you go, hey, why don't we go together? Like the idea comes all of it sudden.
Good.
And
Yeah.
it
So
came to
that
me
idea.
in a flash.
Good. Yeah, exactly. That idea came to them in a flash, right? Just like that. Good. All right. Questions so far on the reading or vocabulary?
No.
No.
No? Okay. Any pronunciation questions? Nothing so far? No? Okay, let's continue then. Let me share my screen with you, and we will continue with the story. Okay, and this time we're going to read aloud again. Renzo, I'll have you read first, and you can stop right there, okay?
The ordeal was not over, though. He was still a long way from help. He had to carefully strap up his right arm and then find a way of lowering himself down a 20-meter drop in the canyon with rope and only his left arm, and then walk the 10-kilometer back to his car.
Very good, thank you. Great pronunciation. Great pace as well. Very good. And Andre, can you continue?
Okay. Despite his ingenuity and all his efforts, he would have bled to death if it hadn't been for a very happy coincidence. The moment he got out of the canyon into the open desert, the recluse helicopter just happened to be flying overhead.
Good. Great pace and pronunciation as well. Um, let's go over this word. So this word is ingenuity. Renzo, will you repeat ingenuity?
Ingenuity.
Very good. And Andre?
Ingenuity.
Very good. And what about this word right here? Andre, will you please read that word?
Bled.
Very good. So we have bleed, which is two E's. I'll write it on the side. And then past tense, he bled. She bled. Okay? Very good. And one last word. Renzo, will you please read this word?
Rescue.
Very good. And Andre?
Rescue.
Very good. What does rescue mean?
Helping somebody, like the teams that are there to take you and protect you and save you, let's say.
Perfect. Yeah, save you. That's exactly what rescue means. So what is going on in this part of the story?
Is what happens after he chops his right arm. He still has to do a lot of things, coming down off the wall with only one hand, and then walking a lot to get to his car, and then he would have to drive. So that's why it says it was something good that just the helicopter was there.
Yeah, right? It just happened to fly right overhead. Amazing, right? It's a miracle. So what do you think ordeal means?
A problem. Difficult situation.
Good, yeah. Very good, Andre. And what do you think ingenuity means?
Creativity.
Good,
I think
good.
it's kind of like oh wow, that's a false friend then in Spanish.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, ingenuity, like ingenuidad in Spanish means like being naive.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a little bit different. This might
Yeah,
be actually the opposite.
yeah. I just got it from what Andres said.
Okay, okay. So sounds similar but means something different. So let's take a look at the vocabulary slide. Renzo, could you please read the first one?
Ordeal, a painful or horrific experience.
Good. And Andre, could you please read the second one?
Ingenuity. The quality of being clever, original, or inventive. The
Good.
adventure is ingenious.
Good. So the noun is ingenuity and the adjective is ingenious. So when someone is ingenious, they're being very inventive or creative, original, right? Very good. So with this word, ingenuity, where is the emphasis on the word? Is it ingenuity, ingenuity, ingen
Ingenuity. New.
here?
No. Ingenuity.
Very good. Yeah, right here. Ingenuity. Okay. Renzo, will you please read that word? Ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
Very good. And Andre?
Ingenuity.
Very good. Ingenuity. Perfect. Am I pronouncing your names correctly? Renzo and Andre?
Yes. Perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just making
I like pronunciate my name in English, but in Spanish it's strong. Is Renzo.
Renzo. Okay, I'll do my
Yeah.
best to
No, but
Renzo.
I'm used to being called Ren or Renzo.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Uh,
I'll try my best.
can I ask
And
something to Andre?
sure.
Where are you from?
I am from Russia.
Oh. I like your language too.
Ok.
It's,
Yo aprendo tu idioma.
me too. Niminoga Gavadici Paruski.
Very good.
Wow, you guys are professionals. I need to take some Russian lessons from you guys. I don't know
No,
any Russian at
thing is, I went to Sacramento a couple years ago in California, and the Russian community was so big that I felt like I wanted to learn some. So I started
all. Wow,
practicing
that's
online.
great. Wow, that's good that you were inspired to learn a new language from being in a new place. That's great. That's why we're here. Andre, could you here actually tell me how you pronounce your name? Do you have something like Renzo that is a little bit different?
Okay. I will say in my language. Andrei.
Andre.
Andrei. Actually, our
Andre.
like in Spanish. Andrei. R.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's difficult for me. Andre.
Yes, something like that.
See, yeah. See, I'll practice. I'll practice, but I don't
My,
know if I'll quite get there today.
my wife's name is very difficult for English speakers. Her name is Ksenia. Nobody can pronounce it
Ksenia.
correctly. Ksenia.
Ksenia. Wow.
Yes,
How do you
every,
spell Ksenia?
everybody says Ksenia, but it is Ksenia. Yeah, I
Ksenia.
spell it in my own language. We have different alphabet.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, maybe one day I'll start learning some Russian. I'm still trying to master English, believe it or not.
I have a friend in Mexico. He is a Mexican and he speaks Russian very well.
Oh, that's really cool. Wow. So, how many languages do you speak? You speak English, Russian, and a little bit of Spanish. Anything else?
No, I'm learning Spanish. I've been to Spain. I practice some Spanish there, but I am still on my way to fluency.
Very good. And what about you, Renzo?
Well,
You know
since
Russian?
no, I barely know any Russian, but I have I think a like acceptable level of Portuguese because
Okay,
it's
great.
very similar to Spanish, so it's kind of easy to learn, and then a little bit of German.
Oh, that's great. Wow, that's great. Well, knowing other languages definitely helps with learning new ones, so that's great. All
Yeah.
right, back to English. Let's continue. Okay. Oops. Okay, and here please read this to yourselves, okay? And just let me know when you are done. Okay. So again, we see dire situation. So this whole ordeal is very dire, right? It's very extreme. So what happens in this part of the story?
Okay, thank you. One of the doctors recalled when Relson walked into the hospital on his own, even hardly walking because of he had uh, a dire situation, and the doctor was surprised the way he amputated his uh, hand. So he did it accurately, so he didn't bleed to death.
Yeah, great job. Yeah, exactly. Um, and what do you think grueling means? Grueling.
Mm, terrible, awful.
Good, good. Yeah, very good. And what about you, Renzo? What do you think this word means?
It's another easy one. Es remarcable. It's like outstanding.
Very good. Yeah. And can you read this for me in English this time?
Remarkable.
Very good. Perfect. And what about this word? Do you have any idea, you guys?
Yeah, it's like handling the resources you have and doing it with it, like finding the best way with your little
Very good.
resources.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, doing something without being able to prepare, kind of spontaneously. Very good. So let's take a look at the vocabulary definitions we have. So I liked this picture because I thought that it looked very grueling. Andre, could you please read me the definition?
Okay, grueling, extremely tiring and demanding.
Very good. Yeah, do you think that's a good picture for grueling?
Yes, it is. It fits to the story.
Yeah, I thought so. Being outdoors in a grueling situation. All right, we have a few minutes left. Let's try and finish the story. Okay. Andre, I'll ask you to read first and read to right here, okay?
Okay. Slim and pale with short reddish brown hair, Relson believes that his story was not simply about an isolated individual who rose to a formidable challenge. For him, there was a spiritual dimension to the experience.
Very good. Great pronunciation. And Renzo, will you continue, please?
Yeah. In his news conference, he said, I may never fully understand the spiritual aspect of what I experience, but I will try. The source of the power I felt was the thoughts and prayers of many people, most of whom I will never know.
Very good. So now they're talking about after he's free, after he's survived, and he's kind of thinking about what it was like. And what does he say? What was it like for him?
He says that it was something too like intense, and he can't. It's spiritually intense, and he can't explain it. But
Yeah,
he
very
felt the
good. Yeah,
power.
something's out of his control. Very good. Yeah, exactly. And what do you think this word means?
Like not big. I don't know if only big, but like remarkable.
Good, good. What else? Andre, do you have an idea?
Mm, fearsome.
Good, good. Let's read the definition together. Andre, will you please read?
Okay. Formidable. Inspiring fear or respect through being impressively large, powerful, intense, or capable.
Yeah, and great job, great pronunciation. And does he inspire fear or respect through this story, do you think?
I think fear rather than respect.
Yeah, and what about you, Renzo?
Yeah, well, I think that respect from him, for him, I mean, but fear of the situation.
Very good. Yeah, I agree with you. It inspires fear, the situation, but definitely I have respect for this man and his courage that he had over the course of those 6 days. Very good. So here I have a YouTube link. Do you guys want to watch it?
Sure.
This is a little, just a short clip of Aaron. I will try and project it onto the screen for you guys. Let's see.
My name's Aaron Ralston.
Oh, 1 second.
My parents are Ellen and Larry Ralston.
Where are you guys? Okay.
My name's Aaron Ralston. My parents are Ellen and Larry Ralston of Englewood, Colorado. Whoever finds this, please make an attempt to get it to them. Be sure of it. I would appreciate it.
Good. So that was just a short clip. And you're right. I forget who said it. Let me see. Oops. The movie 127 Hours. You're exactly right. That's the story about Aaron Ralston. So with I think it's James Franco plays Aaron, and it
Mhm.
chronicles his story being stuck in the canyon. So I invite you all to watch it. I will definitely go watch it now that I know it's about this story. Um, and I have one last picture for you. So this is Aaron now. This is him with his prosthetic limb. And we talked about this in the other class, but a prosthetic limb is a fake artificial limb that attaches to your residual body part, the part that's left, and it functions sort of like a normal arm. And as you can see, he is alive and well. And he actually travels around the world as a motivational speaker um, to share his story of courage with people around the world. So, what did you guys think of this story? Did you guys like it? Or did you hate it?
Yeah, I liked it, but I have a very vivid imagination, so it's kind of
Yeah.
nasty.
But I leave you on a happy note because he's alive and well and happy and lesson learned. He will never go alone again on a hike, canyoning, rock climbing, anything. Make sure that you always go with someone, or at least tell someone where you're going. And what about you, Andre? Did you like this story?
Yes, that person is definitely impressive.
Yeah, crazy impressive in my opinion. I never would have had the strength to do that, I don't think.
Yes,
So I thought it was
maybe
really
if I was in this situation, I would die.
I think I would too. I don't think I would have the strength to continue. I think my body would just shut down out of
Yes,
fear, right? It's scary. So great job today, you guys. I'm really impressed with your reading skills, with your pronunciation, and the pace of speech while you were reading aloud. So that was really awesome to see. I hope to see you guys for another class. But if not, have a great day, have a great weekend, and continue with your English. And great job, okay?
okay,
Thanks,
thank
and
you.
same to you.
Bye.
Yeah, all right. Bye, guys. Have a great
Bye.
weekend.